Hello everybody, this is Vector. This is my tutorial on BiOS from DracoFighter. BiOS is a rushdown character, so his main goal is to basically get up in your opponent's face and mix them up with your really quick moves until they die. And he has a lot of ways to get in. There's his dash and his jump, which I'll go into more detail later, but they are very fast long-range options, along with his general movement for dashes and walk speed. So going over his move list, there's his jab, which is the quickest move in the game. Not a ton of range, but if you're up close to the opponent, it'll beat out basically anything they throw out. But do be careful if the opponent blocks one and you go for a second one. There's enough of a gap to get hit. So if the opponent predicts that, they will be able to punish you for that. Next is his forward attack. This is slower, but plus on block. It's supposed to help you set up for moves afterwards. So for example, if the opponent goes for a jab, and I go for a jab at the same time after blocking forward attack, then mine will beat out his every time because he's at a disadvantage. It can also kind of work as an approaching tool since it's one of your few mid-range options, but it doesn't grant a ton on hit. But if you find that the opponent is blocking a lot or is scared to act, then you can use it to continue your offense. His back attack is a very quick anti-air and your main combo tool. Combos into itself, can anti-air basically anything on reaction. Very good move. It's also quick enough to use up close. Depending on what the opponent chooses to do on block. I'll go over his specials next. BiOS's neutral special is his projectile. It's very fast, you can't do a ton off it, but its main use is to combat enemies from a further range. So if someone refuses to approach you, then you can use this to harass them a bit, or sometimes even use it to follow behind for approaches. His jump is forward special. It's safe on block, very quick, very long range jump. This will be one of your main tools for getting in, but best used if you predict the opponent is going to use a projectile or other grounded moves that can be jumped over. After you hit it, there's a guaranteed jab, and then you can continue your offense from there. Your back special is your dash. So this is different from your normal dashes in that it's actually a stance. So if I do a dash and then hit attack during it, then it'll use your dash attack. There's also a dash special and a dash grab. Your dash attack is a launcher. It doesn't bring the opponent very high, so you'll usually only get a back attack or a jab off it. While your special is a retreating blast that is used for approach mix-ups. You can even delay it to make it harder to predict. But both options are safe on block. This is because the dash itself is very vulnerable, since it extends your hurt box and throws you right into the enemy. So be very careful when you use dash. And of course, dash grab is used for mix-ups, and is the same as your forward grab. Forward grab is your main combo grab, and can combo into forward special jab, or it can also combo into dash attack, back attack. You also have your back grab, which combos into back attack or jab, and then your neutral grab, which actually doesn't combo into anything, but it leaves the opponent very close to you with plus frames. So you can beat out a lot of their options with basically any move. So those are your tools. BIOS will be alternating between being very close in and very far out, trying to predict the opponent's mistakes up close and mixing up his options to create a very suffocating offense. It will take a bit of knowledge of frame data and knowing when to attack and when to retreat, but if you use BIOS well, he is very hard to deal with. I hope that helps you play BIOS, and hope you all have a very good day.